Lesiba Mothupi made a statement yesterday saying that officially got licensed under FSP license number 5465. Firstly, he does not have a license. So today we're going to talk about what exactly it is that he is meaning or what he is saying. We're going to talk about Tyrone BFX, who's also got licensed in his bio. But we're more here to talk about Lesiba Mothupi. We're going to talk about exactly who they are and what they're supposed to do or can do. But we're going to talk about some fit and proper requirements and what it is that you actually need to become an actual financial services provider to say that you've got an actual license. Now, before we continue, guys, if you are looking for a reputable and reliable prop firm, you can check out Equity Edge, where you can get 35% off your first purchase. I'm also going to give away another $5,000 prop funded account in today's video. And to stand a chance, all you have to do is make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment related to the video in the comment section below. Now, at exactly 10:44, Lesiba Mothupi went on to Facebook and his Telegram and said that officially got licensed under the FSP license number 5465. Now, if you go onto the FSCA's website and you put that FSP number in there, the FSP number belongs to a company called Asset Global Group Pty Limited, which is a private company that was established exactly 11 months ago, right? Now, Lesiba does not have a license. First of all, Lesiba is listed as a representative on the rep register. Now, what this basically means is that here you can see Lesiba Mothupi, and the products that he is qualified for is that shares, bonds, and derivative instruments. Now, what Lesiba is, he is a representative. It's the same as working for a bank and you are the employee for the bank. Now, because the bank has got a license, that does not mean you have a license. Think of it in this way, right? You are working under supervision of the key individual that is appointed by the bank. So when you make a statement to say that you have a license, that is actually misleading, because you do not own a license. The FSP, which in this case is the company that we've made a reference to, Asset Global Group, they are the people who holds the license. And you can see there next to Lesiba Mothupi's name, it says there he is a representative, Lesiba Mothupi. Now, before we move over to the roles and responsibilities, kind of what they can do and cannot do, I also want to talk about Tyrone BFX. Now, this video is in no way to come at Tyrone BFX. It is about sharing my own experience with something similar to that. Now, according to Tyrone's bio, it says there he's FSCA licensed for shares, bonds, and derivatives. Now, Tyrone BFX is also listed as a representative on on their system as a representative, as you can see. And putting that you are FSCA licensed in your statement is also misleading. Now, the FSCA once investigated me because I went on to a podcast and said that I'm regulated by the FSCA. And somebody reported me to the FSCA to say that I said I've got a license.
Oh, you better be joking.
Now, I'm very, 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 very much surprised that the same individual who reported me for saying that has nowhere even come to report any of these other people for also stating that they've got a license, although my wording or the fact that I have said that I have regulated has never referred to me being licensed, but for me completing my regularity exam in terms of the phase at the time that I have done it. Again, this video is not about Tyrone BFX. I'm just merely pointing out that stating that you are FSCA licensed is misleading, because people think that you've got a license, because if you had your own license, you would have had your own FSP number within your bio. Now, enough about Tyrone BFX. Let's move over to our boy Lesiba Mothupi. Now, Lesiba Mothupi came out and then, claimed that he's got this license. Now, the problem that I have with this is that it is also misleading to inform consumers that you own a license when you are actually a representative by this company that you've been appointed by in order to do these things. Now, as a representative, he also has what's known as fit and proper requirements, and some of those are honesty and integrity. And what that basically means is that, honesty and integrity is one thing that this the forex space doesn't have as far as being honest and not lie to the people in a case like that. So hopefully people would be maybe he's going to be a little bit more honest. Now let's move away from him for a minute as well. Now, firstly, if you want to obtain a license from the FSCA, right, an actual license, not to become a representative as like all of these forex traders in South Africa is. None of these forex traders in South Africa, and I'm saying this confidently, they have a license. They do not have a license. They are all listed as representatives under a company. Even DJ Coach's broker that is called FPK Markets, they are a juristic representative of a company who has a license. Now you can do that also, but not yet to talk about DJ Coach also. But I want people to not get confused with a license and being a representative under an entity or an FSP. Now, why do you think a lot of forex traders in South Africa do not have a license? Why do you think that these guys will never ever be able to obtain a license? Now, one of two reasons why they can never obtain a license is because of the requirements that you need in order to get a license. Now, people like a lot of these traders who are posting expensive profit rolls out there of 1 million, 2 million rand trades where they are in the blue and they're making all of this money. It's weird how these guys has never been able to obtain a license from the FSCA. Now, the fit and proper requirements is a list of requirements that you need in order to obtain a license from the FSCA. Now, the first requirement is that honesty, integrity, and good standing. That said, all FSPs, KIs, and representatives must be honest, have integrity, and be in good standing. The FSCA consider various incidents as prima facie, evidence of a lack of these qualities, including convictions for fraud, theft, or other dishonest conduct, as well as frequent or material enforcement actions by regulatory financial services providers, and KIs have a duty to disclose any such information to the registrar promptly. Now, when you just look at the whole honesty and integrity thing, you do already know that we've got a little bit of a problem here, right? Because why? Even though these guys are representatives, and I'm not making a reference to anybody, but even though these guys are representatives of these companies, they have to understand that they are now acting under supervision. And that means that if any of these guys get to a point where they scam you, then you can hold the company liable that they are registered under. Now, the first requirement in order to get an actual license from the FSP, from the FSCA, is that you need to be honest, act with integrity and good standing. So they will do their own research to understand if you've ever been found guilty of lying, cheating, stealing, or whatever the case is, right? The second thing is competency. Do you have the qualifications? Have you completed the necessary regularity examinations? Have you completed your class of business training, product specific training? Have you completed any CPD, which is continuous professional development? That means that for as long as a representative or any person is appointed to be in a specific role in any financial service provider, they need to be continuously developed, because we know that in the financial world things changes on a daily basis. Yeah, so you can agree with that, right? Now, I'm not going to go through these points on there. The third thing is operational ability. Now, this basically makes a reference to, do you have a company? Do you have a place where people can actually go and sit down and work? Is there an office space where people can actually go and work? Now, again, I come back to any of these forex traders in South Africa, or any of these guys who provide these services within South Africa. How is it that they cannot meet some of these requirements? Now, the most important one that I think is the main reason why these guys are not being able to qualify for a license is financial soundness, where your assets must at all times exceed your liabilities, and maintaining adequate financial resources. Now, to sum this up for you guys, is that you have to be able to prove that you have got money, right? You need to prove that you've got funds, paper, money. You must be able to prove that you have the money, because in order to open up a financial services, in order to open up a FSP, it's like opening up a bank, a broker. you're gonna store people's funds. Now they want to know, do you have money, or are you just opening up because you want to take other people's money? Now, that is the requirements in order to get an actual license from the FSCA. Now, I'm going to ask you a very simple question. Why is it that nobody in South Africa has obtained an actual license from the FSCA? Now, again, I'm going to re-emphasize on the point that I was trying to make, to say that the only reason why I brought up the whole TyronBFX situation is to warn him that do not say, and Lesiba, you guys cannot say that you are licensed by the FSCA, because why? I got investigated by the FSCA just for making a statement like that. But it's good to see how selective people are. Yeah, I'm talking about the person, you know, that person know who he is, you know, who has reported me to the FSCA just for saying that. But I'm in peace with it, guys. You know, I'm in peace with it. So I'm just trying to look out for other people. Any case, guys, let's go over. I'm gonna select the giveaway account here very quickly. So we're gonna go start recording this video quickly, and we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which we're just gonna go back to the basics, and we're gonna go with this video with it's got the most views over there. And we're gonna go here, and we're gonna say, so guys, I'll be giving away $5,000 accounts in tomorrow's video. First comment, wow, I'm actually glad that you know, the first comment, and you've won yourself $5,000 in a prop funded account, my brother. You can just drop me an email using the email here below. Guys, I'll be giving away 5 accounts tomorrow. Just be legal, right? Thank you for your time, and as always, cheers for years.